Have you ever had that quiet feeling that something big is changing right in front of us, and most people are too distracted to notice? Because the truth is, the future of AI isn't what most headlines are talking about. It's not just about chatbots. It's not just about cool images. And it's definitely not just about robots taking jobs. What's coming next is deeper, more personal, and honestly, a little uncomfortable. But before we dive in, take 1 second, hit like and subscribe, because the next few minutes might completely change how you see the future. Now, let's talk about what nobody is ready for. Right now, most people think AI is just a tool, something you open, use, and close, like a calculator or Google. But behind the scenes, AI is quietly crossing a line. For the first time in human history, machines are starting to understand context, emotion, and intent. Not perfectly, not fully, but enough to change the rules of the game. Think about it. Just a few years ago, AI struggled to write a decent paragraph. Today, it can pass exams, generate business plans, write code, and even mimic human conversations so well that most people can't tell the difference. And this is just the early stage. What most people don't realize is that we're not just building smarter tools. We're building systems that learn how we think. And that changes everything. Because once AI understands patterns in human behavior, it doesn't just respond to us. It starts predicting us. Your next purchase, your next search, even your next decision. In the US, UK, and Australia, companies are already quietly using predictive AI to shape what people see online. The videos recommended to you, the ads that follow you, the content that keeps you scrolling at 2 a.m. That's not random. That's AI learning your digital body language. And here's where things start to get uncomfortable. The real future of AI isn't about machines replacing humans overnight. It's about something much more subtle. AI slowly becoming the invisible layer between you and reality. Imagine waking up 5 years from now. Your phone already knows what mood you're in. Your car suggests the fastest route before you even ask. Your work dashboard has already drafted your emails. Your shopping app knows what you need before you search. Convenient? Absolutely. But also, quietly powerful. Because the more AI anticipates your needs, the less you actively decide for yourself. And most people won't even notice it happening. Here's the part nobody talks about. Every major technological shift in history has changed not just how we work, but how we think. The printing press changed knowledge. The internet changed attention. Social media changed identity. AI is about to change decision-making itself. Already, students are using AI to write essays. Professionals are using AI to draft reports. Businesses are using AI to analyze customers. At first, it feels like productivity. But over time, something subtle begins to happen. Skills we once practiced start to fade. Memory weakens when Google remembers everything. Navigation skills drop when GPS does the thinking. Writing ability softens when AI finishes our sentences. This isn't science fiction. It's already happening. And the speed of change is accelerating. In Silicon Valley, some of the biggest tech leaders are quietly warning about something called cognitive offloading. It sounds technical, but the idea is simple. The more thinking we outsource to machines, the less we train our own minds. Now, don't get me wrong. AI is not the villain. In fact, it's one of the most powerful tools humanity has ever created. It's helping doctors detect diseases earlier. It's helping scientists discover new materials. It's helping small creators compete with big companies. The problem isn't the technology. The problem is how unprepared most people are for how fast it's evolving. Because while the world is busy arguing about whether AI will take jobs, the real shift is happening somewhere else entirely. The future belongs to people who know how to work with AI, not against it. But here's the twist. Even many AI experts privately admit something unsettling. We are entering a phase where AI systems are becoming so complex that even their creators don't fully understand every decision they make. Let that sink in. We are building intelligence that is starting to operate in ways that are harder and harder to fully explain. Because when AI starts operating beyond our immediate understanding, it doesn't mean it's conscious. Not yet. But it does mean we're entering a world where the rules are no longer entirely human-made. Picture it, algorithms making decisions about financial markets, healthcare, or city planning. Decisions that affect millions, and even their designers can't always predict the outcomes. That's not science fiction. That's the reality unfolding right now. And yet, It's not all doom and gloom. There's an opportunity hiding in plain sight. The people who thrive won't be the ones trying to resist AI. They'll be the ones learning its language, the ones who understand its patterns, the ones who know when to trust it and when to question it, but so can bias, misinformation, and mistakes. Here's the subtle danger. We are teaching machines to reflect us, and if we aren't careful, they'll reflect the worst parts of ourselves too. Governments, corporations, and researchers are already racing to shape the ethics of AI, but regulation moves slowly and innovation moves fast. This gap is where the future is quietly being written, without most of us realizing it. And while people debate whether AI will take over, the real question is whether we'll let AI quietly take control of how we think, choose, and interact with the world. Think about your own life. How often do you follow recommendations without questioning them? How often do you rely on shortcuts, on technology, without realizing that each small decision is shaping your habits and eventually your mindset? AI is not just learning what you like. It's learning how you make decisions, and one day soon, it will start nudging those decisions in ways that feel natural, even inevitable. So, what do we do? How do we prepare? The answer is simple, but not easy. Awareness and action. Start noticing where technology is doing the thinking for you. Question why you make certain decisions. Strengthen the skills that AI can't replicate: creativity, empathy, moral judgment, critical thinking, and most importantly, learn to partner with AI rather than surrender to it. Because in the next decade, AI will not just be a tool. It will be the stage on which our lives play out. And the difference between thriving and being swept along will come down to how consciously we engage with it. Here's the reality no one can escape. AI is no longer optional. It's no longer a background experiment. It's the lens through which we will see the world, whether we realize it or not. And that's why this future, the one nobody is ready for, is also the one that can be the most extraordinary. It can be the era of incredible human achievement, if we rise to the challenge. It can also be a world where subtle shifts in thought, habit, and choice happen without most of us noticing. And suddenly, it's no longer just convenience, it's control. If you want to stay ahead of this new era, start asking questions today. Engage, learn, and adapt. Because the future is coming faster than we think. And those who act now will not just survive, they'll thrive. So, take a moment and think. What part of your life are you willing to hand over to AI? And what part will you fiercely protect with your own mind? If this video made you think, if it opened your eyes to the world we're stepping into, make sure to hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because we're just getting started, and understanding this future is not optional, it's essential. You don't want to be left behind when the next chapter of humanity unfolds. Like, subscribe, and let's navigate this extraordinary future together.